This is The Process Shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen Pickpocket, a French crime drama from Robert Bresson made back in 1959. It's a slow but steady look at a young man named Michel, who makes a day-to-day living as a pickpocket, moving through the city in an effort to find new targets to steal from. He is, in fact, very good at what he does, falling in with a small gang of professionals where he learns many other tricks of the trade. As his successes and intake continue to climb, so does the risk that he will be caught by a suspicious police inspector. Meanwhile, his friends and family worry for him, unaware of his criminal actions, but aware that there is something amiss about his attitude. The movie is definitely a character study in its almost complete focus on Michel, his life and his actions, and his personal point of view on pickpocketing and crime in his daily routine, which he seems content with despite never actually progressing within society or as a person. The ongoing criminal narrative, while present, doesn't see much in the way of actual plotting, being more of a background element in Michel's own life as the movie focuses less on what he does and more upon who he is. We're given more time on his fairly aloof attitude and the distances he creates between himself and others, not to mention the effects it has on others around him, and over time we do come to see him less as a common criminal and more as a person disconnected from the world, biding his time on Earth and only entertaining the thought of being a normal member of society. In a sense, Michel's conflict isn't so much him against the world, as some others within the film may choose to see, but more of him against himself, with a final redemption only possible by some other form of atonement. In any case, Pickpocket certainly thrives upon this overarching tone of melancholy, not only through Michel, but also in its visual style and direction. The film moves as slowly and methodically as its main character does, sticking to flat angles that tend to emphasize the sense of malaise that permeates Michel's daily life. There's a number of shots that focus on characters' hands, usually when in the act of pickpocketing, which not only bring into focus the intricacies of the act, but also make it the sole subject of focus, or at least in Michel's point of view, with a flow from these close-ups to other wider shots when his interest wanes and shifts to other things. The film's editing keeps to long or uncut takes with little to no intercutting, fully cementing the sort of slowness and drifting lifestyle of its main character. It doesn't dwell, though. It seems to know just how to linger long enough to get the tone across, then cut away before it overstays its welcome. It makes for an effective sense of timing that manages to pull the viewer in, rather than push them away from something that feels padded out. Of course, it's not just this that draws you in, but the entire production, and most of all, Michel and his unexciting yet captivating lifestyle, as well as what there is that keeps him grounded despite his self-imposed distance. Pickpocket, Robert Bresson, 1959. 4.5 stars. I definitely recommend seeing it. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment. As always, subscribe to the channel for more reviews. I don't think I'd be exaggerating if I called this movie a slow burn. At least it's a nice burn, though. If that makes sense.